Peace and blessings, beloved family. Infinite blessings on this day in resonance with gratitude. I am Miraculii and bringing forth this resonance of a very important transmission. 23 years ago, I brought forth the transmission of my legendary invocations, Spirit Rap, which is invocations and prayers for the millennium. And many people have been blessed by this, and some say it even has saved their life. I'm so grateful that it has become one of the most beloved invocations, and I'm so happy that it is helpful to so many people. And in a moment, I'm going to invoke it in honor of expanding the frequency of this day of gratitude, expanding the frequency of our hearts, that we would remember who we are, where we're from, and what we're for. One of the reasons why this invocation has impacted so strongly is that there's so many people that have been using it in common. So the power of it continues to grow and going to more and more expanded levels. So without further ado, let me play the track, and I'm going to invoke along with it. And I'd like for you to align with me for your elevation and your expansion. Let's see, here we are. Push play. I invoke, decree, and dream awake the full cellular ascension of my being, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, in this now, with the full support of God, Goddess, the Ascended Master Realm, to include our Ascended Master Self, Father, Saint Germain, Sananda, the Holy Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, Goddess of Mercy, Archangel Michael and the legions, Ashtar and the entire command, Babaji, Raphael, Gabriel, clan of the trumpet angels, aboriginal and tribal shaman, goddesses of fortune, angels of light, Elohim, clan of the serpents, Shiva, all Christ frequencies, all animal totems, elementals of fire, air, water, and earth, all divine beings of light, love, and ascension, named and unnamed, to activate the cells within my being who are your counterparts with the unified power of the One. I decree my highest good always operating in this now. I decree grace and mercy always operating in this now. I invoke, decree, and dream awake the full truth and reality of ascension in this now. I invoke and dream awake with every breath that I breathe the violet fire transmuting my whole being. I invoke and dream awake the full current of ascension in every cell of my being. I am ascended. I invoke and dream awake expanded God consciousness, fully realized in me as unlimited abundance, fulfilling my every need and desire. I invoke and dream awake the ending of procrastination, tiredness, blockages, obstacles, and unhealthy belief systems. I decree immediate abundance in my life. I invoke and dream awake my liberation from all karmic debt. I am infinite opulence. I invoke and dream awake my personal empowerment in every instant that anyone is impacted by my being and creations. I invoke and dream awake the infinite empowerment of my sexual, spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, and financial relationship with life. I invoke and dream awake sacred sexuality, erotic innocence, and always express the sacredness of sexual force for pleasure, creativity, and healing. I invoke and dream awake world universal healing from all sexual woundedness and shame. I invoke and dream awake worldwide release of all manipulating forces and beings who would control humanity past, present, and future. I invoke the angels and ascended masters to realign and heal seal all misused energy to include the full restructuring of our DNA. I invoke and dream awake the transmutation of all negative and judgmental projections. I invoke and dream awake my constant ability to be centered and balanced in my psychic perceptions and empathic nature. All overwhelming psychic energies are released by me automatically, easily, effortlessly. I am empowered by everything. I invoke and dream awake my lucid dreaming each night I sleep and total remembering when I awake. I invoke and dream awake my infinite harmony with God, Goddess I am. I invoke and dream awake the full expression of my miraculous healing power. My life is a continuous stream of miracles. I invoke and dream awake my infinite ability and willingness to receive all life's blessings. I invoke and dream awake a constant attitude of gratitude for my whole life, all my accomplishments and blessings, including the same for the universe at large. I invoke and dream awake the full blessings of God, Goddess, the ascended masters, angels, guides, and beings of light to bless this earth. I invoke and dream awake all my decrees, invocations, and prayers I have released to the universe and open myself to God's response, support, and love in my highest good. I invoke and dream awake the release of all past, present, and future lifetimes of decrees and vows which would bind me to limitation, lack, density, and anything not of ascension in this now. I invoke and dream awake the full reclaiming of my eternal self as powerful, loving, and fully aligned in abundant God consciousness. I invoke and dream awake the total dissolving of all manipulating forces which would bind this earth plane in fear. I invoke and dream awake the influence of the ascended master realm and angels to intercede and raise the vibrations higher to bring darkness into the light, raising the frequency of love and God consciousness on planet Earth in this now. I invoke and dream awake the ascension of planet Earth in this now. I invoke and dream awake the ascension of your soul and my soul in this now. All is well in the kingdom of this divine moment. Thank you for presencing with me and receiving that vibration. Thank you for remembering who you are. Thank you for remembering that there are many, many versions of reality that exist simultaneously with this three-dimensional reality, wherein you are in your greatest exaltation of being, your greatest exaltation of love, your greatest exaltation of peace, the peace that passes all understanding. And so by virtue of the grace of God, Goddess Almighty, we together are now the quantum observer, and we cast our gaze and attention and intention upon every exalted reality of our being. These realities that are infinite possibilities within the quantum field, infinite possibilities within the mind of God, infinite possibilities in the individualized expression of our own mind, infinite possibilities in the eternal now, the infinite here. And so I invite us to turn away from the adversity. Yes, we have an awareness that adversity is sometimes there. Pain is sometimes there. Challenges and difficulties. And yet we don't want to breathe life force into pain and negativity. And so we give now our attention to our great exaltation that exists simultaneously with this moment. We recognize the value of those subjective, formless realities of our being in the womb of creation, in the womb of our soul. The great femifestation, the womb of creation, the primordial cause of all manifestations. Manifestation, the second coming of reality, is born of emotion in its totality. Thoughts and feelings create all forms, and blessings thrive before they are born. So through great prior appreciation, I flood my life with manifestations. The great femifestation is eternal, a never-ending, formless stream of life. If manifestation was my only thrill, I'd be in the grips of fear and strife, because forms will come and forms will go. And this is a truth that we all know, and all things of time and space at some point will be erased. Faith is the substance of all desires, the evidence of that which is not seen. So I celebrate the unseen goodness, and all the riches of form are now mine to redeem. When the miracles of my life are still sleeping in the void, I skyrocket by gratitude, and they come leaping from the void. I am pregnant with every blessing that will ever come to be. They are embryos within my soul, though my human eyes have yet to see. So I see with the with the eye of mind and heart in the infinite realms of the great unseen, choosing wonderful feelings without concrete reasons. And all the riches of the kingdom are now mine to redeem. This is the great femifestation, the womb of creation, the primordial cause of all manifestations. I call that one the great femifestation. And I wrote that in 2014 in response to my wanting to really align with a deeper, more expanded understanding of simultaneous realities. And when I wrote that, things came together for me in a more expanded understanding of how all realities exist simultaneously, but also the power of being a femifester. Everybody wants to manifest, and manifestation is beautiful, and yet manifestation is the second stage of reality. And so manifestation is created by femifestation, which is the first stage of reality. Femifestation is a formless frequency. Femifestation is the resonance of spirit unfolding down the corridors of eternity. Femifestation creates manifestation, as the inner creates the outer, as the subjective creates the objective, as the formless creates the form. And so the message today is for us to fall and rise in love to a greater degree with the formless resonance of our blessings, the formless resonance of our blessings. For everything begins as formless frequency. And it is the first stage of reality and the most real stage of reality, because that which is formless is vibrating faster than the speed of light. And so it doesn't have form. And when it's vibrating faster than the speed of light, it is in divine alignment with Creator Source. And when our blessings take on concrete form, it means that the subjective, formless resonance of that blessing slowed down enough in vibrational frequency to then vibrate slower than the speed of light, to therefore take on the clothing of physicality, of objectiveness. So let's deepen our relationship with subjective. Let's deepen our relationship with formless. And then the form will be more immediately forthcoming. Asterius Miraculii, transmission complete. I love you so much. I appreciate love who we really are.